record meeting, and I'm going to be quiet while I upload.
Okay.
Brief moment here. By any chance, Andrew, do you have
Yeah.
an Office Pro or Office Live account?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm going to just have the file show you how to manipulate it.
Okay.
But I think in the future, if we were to do more of this, having an Office Live account would be cool because then I think it'd be easier for us to collaborate on colors and stuff.
Okay. It's called
Um,
Office Live. All right, I can check
Office
that out.
Live, it's a type of, it's a newer licensing of Microsoft. I'll see if there's
Okay.
one I can get my hands on it too. Yeah, because that works on your products, on your Mac. Okay,
Right.
so PPT, PanSurvival artwork, PPT. All right, and I'm gonna upload it to Drive. And, and all right. Andrew, I am just going to send a quick link to that
Okay.
PowerPoint deck. I put that in the chat window, but I'm also going to add it to the For Andrew page too.
Gotcha. Awesome.
So so those colors, just so you know where they came from, I've just been reusing the same colors over and over again that are in that triangle that says reusable.
Okay.
I might even have those on the screen, but if there's a color that you wanted to change, I could show you how to do it right now. I could
Yeah,
just
that'd
kind of
be
step
great.
you through it. Okay, so you want to change the color of the guy on the right to something else.
Yeah, that
So
sounds good.
if open it up, you need to open it up in your office if you can. If you could
Oh,
download it and
okay.
open it up in you have PowerPoint. Very good.
PowerPoint.
You may need to download this to your local drive first. Oh, and I'm
Okay.
recording this so you'll be able to see how it goes.
Um, Download it. How do I do that?
Uh, well, if you go to the For Andrew page, I added that there. Go to For Andrew and scroll down. Find up above the senior project thing called artwork, PanSurvival artwork. Do a right. Oh, instead of that one, there you go. Hit the download button or do a right
Oh,
download. All right, there's a
gotcha.
down arrow. So where your face is, two to the left. You can see the arrow with the down.
There we go.
Something's
Okay.
stopping. And so
Okay.
I've just been using what I would recommend is uh, just change. This is the color palette. Oh, if you scroll in your, so you know what color you want to change it to. Do you have a RGB value, or do you just want to play?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay, so
I got.
let's just go play with it then. So I made one with just the yellow object. So go down to the yellow guy, who's our um, let's see, he's our finding guy. He's our search guy. So go to the page where there's the two yellow guys. Up
Okay.
one more, slide 5. The
There we
one on
go.
the left is natively controlled, and so you can
Okay.
just click it, Oh, do right click ungroup. All right, not on that one. Okay, go down one of these guys, and let me open it up here
Okay.
so I can tell you which slide to go to. Oh, I'm sorry. You were on the right slide, so go back to that slide 5, and it's the one on the
Okay.
right. You can change the color,
Oh, okay.
and then so you click that, and then what the options on there? Oh, shape fill. See that top right underneath share? Oh, it looks like you might have Office Live.
Is this Office Live?
Because it says share, that might work with us. So,
Oh,
but see where it says shape fill? Up one
right
more.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. And then pick any color. And then I have a recommendation for you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
That's easy.
yeah, it's not too bad. Ideally, you'd make it all one color. Oh, that's coming together pretty cool. So yeah,
No,
these all different shades.
I'm just picking different colors to see, make sure it works.
Yeah,
Um,
and then it's
oh,
just a matter of layering.
right, right.
So my thought was like, I put this in now, and that immediately gets rid of the the red cross. However, we still have it on the Twitter and on the Google
Oh, yeah,
Plus.
I can change that
So
for
yeah,
sure.
if you change that, then I'll re-screenshot the simulation.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll do
And
that.
there's a little bit of a process from changing it in PowerPoint because you notice there's one where you couldn't change it. But
Right.
when you change the color, then you do copy paste, but you do paste as image. We'll go through that once you
Okay.
do this.
Do you want me to change the Twitter right now? I
Yeah,
can
if you
do
could,
that.
that'd be awesome.
Edit profile. Remove.
Yeah.
Where's that one? And then
Oh, so the way you get that photo, so go to your PowerPoint.
okay.
You need to save a copy of it local. I'm going to show you how to save it locally. So go to your PowerPoint document
Now.
and scroll up to the top slide. Oh, slide 3. And then get the biggest one. I think that one. Oh, you wanted just the people, or we could say it with
Oh no, we
PanSurvival.
can do the whole thing. Yeah.
So,
This one.
yeah, use that one. I think that one's
Okay.
pretty good. That one's just an image. Okay, and that's your raw one. So just that image, you right-click Save as Image. Yeah, oh,
Uh,
almost. It's just below hyperlink.
oh, there it is.
Save as picture. And then I would just call it for survival. That's what I've been calling all the things.
Cool. And
And if we
then
wanted to
six.
play with it, these guys could be walking on the world or something.
Right. Okay.
If you wanted to put in that theme of you could survive anywhere. There you go.
Right. I like that. Yeah. Bam. All right.
Nice.
So I did that one.
Yeah, nice. And then just YouTube one. Right now, I'll check it on the sim here.
Okay.
Yep, the change happened already. Nice.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. And let me see. Sign in. Here we go. Boom. And then we'll go to Google Plus. And then we'll go to settings maybe. Profile. Edit
Oh,
profile.
wait, profile, edit profile. That looks promising. Yep, and the one right there.
Nice. Okay. Upload. Bam.
All right, now refresh here, see if it looks different.
Okay.
Perfect. Nice.
Awesome.
Now I'm going to screenshot that and I'll update the deck.
Okay. All right. So now we're not breaking any rules.
Yeah. And it goes here.
Nice.
Oops, I got the screenshot on the wrong screen. Well, it's still a good shot, though. Let me... Yes, and one more. Yeah, I don't know if you, so I almost might be worthwhile to talk through the slide deck that I updated too. I had a little fun with the characters.
Oh, okay.
I got carried away with it or not. Let you be the judge.
Yeah.
So if you open that up, I'm going to go and update it with our new compliant photo of PanSurvival.
Nice.
All right, so let me see your screen. All right, so this is what I was trying to do. So obviously the analogy of survival, you know, since we can't use the Red Cross, just try to make it a little bit more active. So the yellow person with the green binoculars and the PanSurvival clipboard is the search and rescue person.
Gotcha.
The green person with the yellow phone, or the golden phone, I guess those are technically gold colors, and the PanSurvival clipboard is the person reporting the distress. And then that purple person that you can barely see, but you can make out their SOS, their PanSurvival SOS flag, and the flag that says help, is the it's the person that's on the expedition that's signaling to the person reporting distress, saying, "Hey, access my PanSurvival clipboard and engage search and rescue."
Gotcha.
Uh,
I like having the characters in here.
oh, cool. I think it took a while to kind of cool. So it's so far so good. Thank you.
Yeah.
So see how it plays out. So then, that slide, we could have fun talking about rescue, and then the person in distress. Um, I've got the character there.
Right.
Maybe we need to just tell the story a little bit more, because how did he get to have that orange PanSurvival flag? So this person has limited ability to engage in their own rescue or help of others, so they have to signal that they need help.
Right.
But what do they require to be, to do this? Well, in order to be that purple guy with the PanSurvival flag, you need to have a prepared PanSurvival trip plan and a receptive rescue network.
Right.
If you don't have both, it won't work very well. So maybe I'll say prepared trip information.
Yeah, that works. A receptive rescue network. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep, because if that guy is, talking on the phone, not paying attention, I guess you could have some fun with that. But the interested party, they relay the distress. They have the signal, but they're able to provide richer and better detail because they have the clipboard. How does that happen? Still trying to make it simpler, but if you go to slide 4, um, it's how does this happen? Well, I guess it's, before we get back to it, what does it do and how does it work? So what does it do is it makes this PanSurvival clipboard, which is just accessible rescue information that it figured out using some logic. How it does it is the user just puts in some data, there's some logical organization of data, and then it pops out this rescue information. How does it work? A little bit more detailed is the person is using some sort of mobile device or a computer, and they will tap and type on their device that creates data. the PanSurvival business rules evaluate that data, and then it generates standard plain information. So the one on the bottom is more of the how in terms of the technical parts, and the one on the top is more of the what in terms of just kind of the abstract for the two different audiences. So
Gotcha. Yeah, this looks good.
okay.
I mean, I understand it, so that's good.
So, oh, that's great. I'm thinking that yeah, and I'm maybe the title's a little off, but well, thank you. That's good feedback to hear. So I'm gonna try not to say and as much. So that's it said a lot in the last one. I know. Let's count that again. So moving on to the next slide, slide 5, we have the person that's reporting distress. They're juggling a couple things. They have a mobile device that they are using to relay information, either verbally. They're using it to relay and receive information. And they also have a PanSurvival clipboard. So it's their urgent need to relay information. And then up there I kind of show the sequence of events. There's a person that's waving their flag to catch the attention of the interested party who observes and reports. And then the first responder is able to take this information and figure out where to look.
Nice. Awesome.
So maybe I could change that. So the first, well, in terms of the picture, maybe it's getting too detailed, but the interested party is going to tell the first responder where to look, because right now they're not looking in the right. They're not looking the right way.
Right.
In this image.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, you can switch it out. Yeah.
So
awesome.
Yeah. So that's that. And then slide 6, we have, how do they communicate? I'm not sure if it's the problem observed. I'm thinking I guess it's really that distress observed.
Right.
They didn't necessarily distress signal.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to organize this on the page, but there's distress. The distress signal is the person. Maybe we'll move the fire down. How does that look?
Yeah, I like that. That looks good.
So how do people communicate organized information for a rapid rescue? The person reporting distress sees a distress signal. In this case, it's someone wearing a PanSurvival SOS flag. And they use that, they take that as a signal for they should go to PanSurvival and get plain, meaningful instructions on what to do. And in this case, PanSurvival provides them traditional verbal communication to provide over the phone to the first responder with the option of a link in the event that the first responder also has a mobile device of some sort.
Right. Awesome.
That's connected to the internet. So now that we know how people communicate the organized information for a rapid rescue, let's talk a little bit about the person performing the rapid rescue. And that's on slide 7. They are the search and rescue people. They, as you see in this scenario, they are the last to know, and they have limited time and communication challenges. Unlike our PanSurvival logo, where everyone is together and they are rescuing, that's the preferred scenario, they begin all separate. They're not all connected. And PanSurvival is successful by using the phone as a means to provide verbal or electronic information to first responders so that they can coordinate the rescue network and get those three people together and help out the person that's in need. And in order
Nice.
for that to work, you must have efficient communication that's sensibly organized.
Yeah. Awesome.
And slide 8 is, I'm not even sure if that's needed, but that's just an overview or a recap of PanSurvival. I might be saying the same thing again. So
Gotcha.
I guess that's the in conclusion. PanSurvival maintains person's. That's what let's change that one to in conclusion.
Okay.
In, how about information? Yeah, we'll say information later or facilitates communication.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
And I didn't call it facility. Sorry, that's in conclusion. PanSurvival facilitates communication among a rescue network, among rescue networks.
Yeah. With an S. Yeah. There we go.
The next
Awesome.
slide is the, but wait, does something like this already exist? It does. This is where I was wondering if I got a little out of hand. I really felt proud of those images, so I was just putting them there. So, but currently, public safety, these individuals without PanSurvival, so maybe they wouldn't have all that artwork.
Right.
Maybe
Right.
just wouldn't have the PanSurvival flag. Let me do that. I'm going to just slightly monitor. I'm going to modify it. So today, that yellow guy, about to, I think I'm about to fix this one. Actually, let me change it on your, let me have you do the change so you can see how to do it. And then
Okay.
that'll be a good, so go to your PowerPoint and we want to do it, we want to use those characters, but we want them not to have any PanSurvival gear. So go to the yellow man, slide 5.
Like 5.
All right. And let's get rid of his clipboard. Just move his clipboard out of the way. That's the hard one. The one that you're coloring is on the right.
Oh, gotcha. Change the colors back probably.
But that's cool that you can change it. If you go to more fill, oh, there you go. Nice. And so now copy that whole thing. You gotta, it's a little tricky. You might need to move the abacus out of the way too.
Oh, okay. Oh shit.
Those are all small pieces. Yes.
I'm messing everything up.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And then you can hold down the shift button and then click the head and the arm. And click the arm now.
Oh, I didn't even know that's cool. That's a good trick to know.
Yes, very handy. Now do a right-click group.
Okay.
This will make you happier, or this will make it more maintainable. Do group.
Group.
Now what this does, if you change the color, you can go to that shape fill. If you change it, it'll change it for everyone.
Oh, very cool. I like this.
Which is great as long as that, if you're fine for it being all the same color.
Right,
Now,
right.
The next step, now this is where it's a little involved. Now you do copy, and then you do a paste special, and you want to paste it. So do copy, and then you want to do a paste special, paste as image.
Okay, how do I do that?
I do right-click paste special.
Oh,
Yeah,
that.
nice. And then hit image. Do say TIFF. That's weird. Normally it just comes as a. Yeah, try that. Perfect. Now do right-click. Actually, let's see if you can do it the short way before.
Okay.
So just do right-click copy.
Right-click copy.
and then go to the slide presentation and go to 10. And let's delete that guy. Just press delete.
Huh.
Oh, it won't let you delete? Well, I can delete it. Can you do Control V and paste into it?
Let's see. Control.
Maybe you have to be logged in. Oh, you're Andrew. Aren't you Andrew? Aren't you? Oh, you're logged in as PanSurvival. Let me make a.
Oh, that's
I
fine.
can stay right there. I'll add PanSurvival as a collaborator.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good.
All right. Pan. It's PanSurvival. Isn't it? What's the email address? It's
It's
pansurvival.gmail.
Andrew. It's just. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's pansurvivalinc@gmail.com. All one word.
Ah, nice. And I saw your logo pop up. Okay, I'm gonna hit
Cool.
send. Now see if you can. I'm gonna put the thing back so you can see if you can delete it.
Okay.
All right, see if you can delete.
Should I refresh, maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
Let's see if that does anything.
Either, if not, you can switch over to your Andrew.
There we go.
Cool. Now see if you can paste from your PowerPoint. So that Control V. You may have to, sometimes I find I have to save it as a file. Okay. So then what you'll need to do is go to your PowerPoint.
Okay.
And I'm happy to do this too. If I just wanted you to see how to do it.
Yeah, no, this is great.
Oh,
Right
yes,
click.
as long as I'm not, yes. Right click, save as picture, right below hyperlink.
Gotcha.
And then I I would just give it, yeah, for PanSurvival, uh, yellow rescue person.
Save it. Okay.
And then the trick is, of course, always to remember where that thing ended up. But now you can,
Right.
yep, right there for image.
Okay.
And then you can drag and drop. That's nice. So when I'm doing a lot of these, I just have my folder open. Oh, just like you do. And then you can drag it right down there.
Okay. Awesome.
And
Oh,
then
that's
shrink
cool.
them down. Oh, but we wanted them to have and so
Oh,
we wanted them to have the binoculars. So if you
go
swing
back.
over to PowerPoint, and so, oh, we lost some binoculars there. So let's create some binoculars. So you
Okay.
have Font Awesome.
Go to font.
Oh,
Where's,
go to the website Font Awesome. We need, I think,
the website.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Do you have the link for that? I could add that to the For Andrew. It's the Font Awesome cheat sheet.
Yeah. Yeah, you can add that.
Okay.
That would be helpful.
And do a search for binoculars.
Okay. Let's see.
And if you do not have Font Awesome on your computer, you might need, it's a one-time install, but it's definitely
Oh, okay.
worth it.
Well, let me just download it then.
And it's kind of like
Oh,
Wingdings, but it's a free version of it. Just Font
got
Awesome,
it.
not the fort. And these are all Creative Commons, meaning the images are all, or these are all shapes. Although obviously the cross is a shape, and making the, oh, there you go. Go to fonts, and clicking on the, OTF, it'll ask you if you want to install it, and I do. Or I always say yeah. Install font. Now you can go back to your cheat sheet. I don't know why it doesn't show all the pictures, but let me go to, well, the way we'll find out if it works is if you now go to the cheat sheet of the web page where the binoculars are.
Oh, where the binoculars are.
Yeah.
Where'd they go? Here or at
Well,
the?
on the font awesome cheat sheet.
Oh, okay. Maybe I can just type in.
And I'm adding it to the For Andrew page.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I forgot. I got to make a link. Okay. If you refresh it, and I made the I bolded it a little bit so it's easier to find it. And then once it's in your memory in the your frequent list, and I'll put it back to normal size. There you go. Font awesome cheat sheet. That's super
There we
helpful. So
go.
search, go down to the binoculars. I just do Control F binoculars. Search in your browser. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. And so copy that all that text. You just copy and like that image. Control
All of it?
C. Yep.
Okay. Control C.
And now go over to your PowerPoint. You're copying more than you need, but I'm doing it because it's just a good practice as you're familiarizing it, just to see it.
Right.
So do a paste special.
Okay. Paste
Now, the
special.
reason, just paste it as is, that's fine. I want to show you what happens. So you'll
Yeah.
notice it's currently at a Helvetica font. So
Right.
highlight all that, do Control A, and now, yep, switch that, select Font Awesome from down there.
On. Awesome.
Okay. Didn't install. Okay, try that other. Go back to the install file. Try the TTF
Okay.
install file.
Install font.
No, it says like okay, multiple cap. Okay, say resolve automatically. I don't understand why that's not installing on your computer, but that's how you do it. So I might need to. So for you, I can show you how to get it back. If you go back to your PowerPoint deck, let's see. I know I've made many copies of those binoculars. So scroll down, see if you can find it.
Is there a way to like ungroup this yellow guy
No,
and
because
then just?
he's all one image.
Okay, gotcha.
So if actually, you know what? If you're just to close it and just start this from scratch, so just open this up as you first did. So just um, discard this and then open it up again. That way you'll have all your assets.
Um, let's see. Should I close PowerPoint?
Yeah, close PowerPoint. Don't hit save. Don't save.
Don't save.
And then just open it again. And this will bide you, but for the meantime. But then when you want to start being able to use other assets, then when you want to use the other assets, you'll be able to.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so
What?
the PowerPoint, it's right above the Font Awesome one.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me do that. Font. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. And then do that download.
Download. Open it.
Let me see, I think it's slide 5. All right, and
Okay.
now get rid of the PanSurvival. Just drag that out of the way. And then select everything about that guy, including the binoculars. And then hold the shift. And then copy. And then paste his image.
Where's
Oh, you stay in PowerPoint.
stay in PowerPoint?
Yep.
Okay. And
Right
then
click, paste special.
paste.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then say you want it as a TIFF.
Oh, nice.
And then see, oh, by the way, what you'll need to do is crop it too. See how it's got
Okay.
that extra stuff. So if you go to picture format And by the way, I recommend leaving it at the largest size as you can
Oh,
for when you move it
gotcha.
over to, or leave it at its natural size so you don't lose any resolution because these are, this once it's like this, it's not a vector anymore, which means it's less sharp.
Okay.
Without getting into that, to crop this, if you go to Format, to click the Format tab up there, oh, not that one, there's another one for picture format.
Okay, let's see.
Actually, do a right click on the picture and then choose Edit. I bet you can get there. So, crop.
Crop. There we go.
And then just bring that, bring that, just maybe down a little bit too. Perfect.
Oh, got it.
Nice. Now that you have that, you can do right click, save, click off, just so the crop tool goes away. Now you can do right click, save as picture.
Okay. Save this picture.
And then it's that for survival yellow man rescue guy. Yellow rescue.
Yellow rescue person.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put that in desktop. Boom.
Now now that we've done all these steps, now we go back to the Google Slides.
Okay. Let's see, where would it go? There's so many things. Okay, here.
Nice. All right, now click the upload button.
Upload. Where's that?
Oh, click the image. Click the image button.
The image. Let's see.
Two ways to do it. So one is you can click the image from the toolbar. So move your right underneath. See where format. See the word arrange. Yes.
Boom.
And now upload that picture.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see how this works.
And then I'm going to go ahead and, so I think on this one, how about we do everything except they don't have any PanSurvival gear. So I'll put the purple guy up. So I'll go here. Oops, let me reset that. So this is how it happens without PanSurvival. I was trying to figure that out, but so without PanSurvival, this is how it works. I mean, maybe we make these images smaller, but that's what I was thinking. It would be nice to have to show how it works today.
Right.
I'm going to put in the green guy too. So. Yeah, so, I mean, we could make this thing smaller
Okay, I see what you're saying, yeah.
and say,
Cool.
this is what exists today and this is how people use it. We have
Right.
trailheads. We have search and rescue teams that are using the Lost Person app to learn, where to look. We
Right.
have people leaving messages at the trailhead hoping someone will see it. And we have, other people trying to collaborate with people over the phone to fill out a public safety questionnaire.
Awesome. Yeah.
So this slide's supposed to say the whole point is you're supposed to take away from this one that they're not in the same room.
Gotcha. Right. Right.
And, they're trying to just relay all these things all exist and they're all fragmented. And what we want is we don't want the tools in the way. We don't even want them to have to do anything like that. We want a future like 11. And in 11, the PanSurvival's vision is that they spend less time on their tools and more time in the rescue. Oh, I was looking at my slide saying, why isn't he moving? And so the vision is PanSurvival up there where people are not using the tools. And PanSurvival is just a method to get you to the rescue, which is the purpose of it.
Awesome. Nice. This is awesome. This is a good deck.
Awesome. Cool. So I'm glad I was getting a little carried away with the characters, but I think that's kind of a good distinction. So maybe if we go to slide two is, introduction. I mean, what does it do and what's it for? It's really, the introduction. We are going to talk about search and rescue operations, what they need, and what, PanSurvival can do for that. We're going to talk about the person that's reporting distress, relaying information to search and rescue. We're going to talk about, how they can do that with, what they need and how PanSurvival could help them. And then lastly, we're going to talk about the person signaling for distress, with a communication plan filed on PanSurvival. And yes, we're going to talk to you about how it does that. In fact, we're going to begin with the person signaling distress. And then we go to slide 3. And you can say, all right, well, who's a person signaling distress? This person is someone who has a limited ability to engage in their own rescue or come to the aid of others. What do they need to be successful? They need prepared trip information that's on some network that allows them to signal to an interested party so that they can properly help them with the resources that they need. Slide 4, how does that work? What is that, how does that work? Well, the way that works with PanSurvival is it collects information, it logically organizes it, and it produces it in what you see on here as a clipboard. It's just accessible rescue information that can be easily shared among parties. The technical aspects is, how does the technology work? And it's a web application, and a user interfaces with their phone or their laptop, and by their tapping or typing, it creates data on the PanSurvival server, and it then evaluates that data to make sense of it, and then creates sensible information so that even the most distracted person tapping on it can make cohesive, plain information available to the person reporting the distress. Speaking of which, on slide 5, the person reporting distress is someone who has an urgent need to relay information to search and rescue networks. So maybe it's 2 things. Ideally, it'd be nice to have a pre-established signal, know what the signals mean. That may or may not be the case, so I didn't put that in there, such as a case of a Good Samaritan. But at the end of the day, what they need is simple instructions for reporting distress. In this case, when you see me wave my PanSurvival flag as a person in distress, collect that information from PanSurvival, and it will precisely tell you how to communicate with first responders and tell them where to look.
Right. Nice.
And then in review, how does that communication work? We see it again in a slightly larger text. It's, as I just said, using PanSurvival. Maybe we need a different title here. I'll ignore the title. I'll come back.
Okay.
Way people use PanSurvival to communicate is the person who has filed their information with PanSurvival has a way of signaling or indicating that their information's on PanSurvival, whether it be a card that they have on them with instructions or a link that they sent out to people ahead of time, so that when the person recognizes and reports the distress, they recognize the PanSurvival logo and the instructions, they know what to do, which is access that clipboard. Maybe they printed it out ahead of time in case something was needed, or maybe they're responding and they're just going to the website. Either way, it provides them real simple instructions for what to do when you see that distress signal, who to say, what to tell them, in addition to providing a digital link for web communication if the person on the other side happens to have the internet. That makes the flow of communication quicker and easier.
Nice. Yeah.
That
Awesome.
last part there, thank you. The last part of the rescue, but not the least, is the search and rescue person, who is the last to know. They have limited time and communication challenges associated with that. So what they use today is they have a phone and or possibly some web-connected device. The first responder receives the information from the phone and then proceeds to engage the rescue networks to provide assistance. What do they need to be successful? Is they need efficient communication that's sensibly organized, so they can spend more time helping with the rescue and less time using their binoculars and all the other equipment, because that's why they're really there. In conclusion, we have number 8, which is PanSurvival. PanSurvival facilitates communication among rescue networks using easy-to-find information for planning, collaborating, and monitoring the progress of a trip.
Awesome.
And then you think it's over, but then we have the wait, does something like this already exist? On slide 9, glad you would ask that question. Something does exist. These are the current options for public safety. Search and Rescue can consult the Lost Person Behavior app for guidance and known decision algorithms. Although it's not necessarily operationalized, it does contain a wealth of known decision trees based on Robert Costner's research. And that's the only, maybe we need to call that out better because it's a little blurry. I could add more text on that one. But that's what Search and Rescue has. They have some application that provides decision trees. Public Safety has a questionnaire that someone can fill out over the phone, where they're talking to the person on the other line. And the person going on a trip has the ability to plan ahead and put their trip plans in a trailhead mailbox, or perhaps register with a park ranger. What they don't have is a way to get all these people on the same page, where the information that the hiker put in directly feeds the public safety questionnaire and is available to search and rescue guidance decision trees. Which brings us to slide 11, our vision for public safety, PanSurvival, which is open web access for expedition teams, interested parties, such as interested parties seeking to engage, help engage rescue, and first responders. And that's the vision for public safety, and we have collaboratively put it together, and we have a open prototype to step through it.
Very nice. This looks good. This looks great. I'm terrible at making PowerPoint slides, so I'm impressed.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm happy to work on that one. I'm still a bit embarrassed with I was listening just a little bit painfully to the last session we had with Robert.
Right.
It had a ton of ums and ands, and
well,
kind of
it's okay. I have a hard time listening to myself on the recording. I almost feel embarrassed.
Yes.
After the fact.
But somehow we definitely are making progress, regardless how embarrassing it was. We did get the Red Cross.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. We're not going to get sued by anybody.
Yeah. So.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I am. So that was kind of the bulk of what I put into it. I have that logic. I'm still working on the narrative, and I was wondering, in terms of your timing, I'm still working through on that. Do you have availability? I know your big day is on Monday. Do you have availability, perhaps to check in on Sunday or, Saturday or Sunday before it? I guess what I wanted to do was really make sure that the persona that you had typed up was coming out the way that you would expect it. Or
Right.
perhaps if we model it right now, that would work as well. Maybe that's what we'll do.
Um, we can meet on Sunday. That would be helpful too.
Okay. Well, that would be the easiest. And then if I could, then I would just use the balance of, the time now just to kind of go through that. Oh, actually, before I do that, I want to show you some of the other changes I made for usability.
Yeah.
So if you click the iRise for Life software prototype, you can do that right in the sim. Oh, and you're already there. Perfect. So obviously you saw everything was changed, not to
Yeah.
not to do a bragging advertisement, but because we modeled it, these are all reusable items. We change it once, it just gets changed everywhere, which is neat.
Oh, that's easy. Nice.
So that what I want to point out are a couple things I was doing just to make things better contained. Obviously, you saw what first responder launches the Alaska Pacific form. Wasn't necessarily what I meant to do, but I if you go click the reusable button, I want to show you made some changes.
Okay.
So the create trip creates a trip. The join trip, if you click that, it takes you right there.
Okay.
It's kind of a leap of faith because join trip is you probably should have something here saying which trip do you want to go on. In this
Right.
case, it just knows what trip you want to go on. So I could put in one more question to make it more realistic, or
Okay.
I feel the benefit of this way, it makes the demo go a little quicker.
Right. Right. For sure.
What do you, does this work okay for you? Or
Yeah,
is
this
it
works fine.
okay?
Yeah, just clicking it and bringing it here. That totally works.
Okay. In the future, we would know there would be some prompt or that you would select. But in this case, this is
Right.
the first person ever to use PanSurvival, and there's only one group trip. So that'll be our story. So if you click back to reusable, if you notice that search bar, we've not done anything yet. I just put in a couple things, and I don't have any functionality intended. But if you start to type something, just put in A.
Oh, cool.
And that's right now it just has anything pop up. I'm trying to figure out what we would search. Maybe that
Right.
search bar could be where we could search for a trip or a person. Like you had your personas. Maybe we could search for the personas there,
Right.
and pulling that up, that would give you the public page. I was trying to think of uses for that, but I was thinking right now we have a search box there, and we don't really know what we're using it for. And I figured let's just be self-serving, just use it for ourselves. I thought maybe searching for problem could, if you clicked it, it's not doing anything now, but if you click problem, you can just see what happens. It'll
Okay.
refresh, says problem, but in the future, perhaps it could be problem, and then it would show you the link to the PowerPoint deck right below it saying the problem. So it's a quick way for us to navigate
Okay.
through our project resources or sales
Yeah,
clicks.
for sure. I like that.
And then
And yeah,
maybe there would be a
awesome.
use case for it in the future.
For sure. Yeah,
Known
just
and survival
yeah.
search term or something.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
that sounds good.
all right, cool. So nothing too big there, but if we find of some there may be some things there, but just caution that works. Um, the login button that works too. So if you wanted to simulate, what does it look like being an emergency person,
Oh, nice.
an interested party. If
Right.
you and I could update this a little bit, but if you are a PanSurvival account, what do you see? Well, you see this. You click this login button. You sign up. You can click sign in with Google, or you can create an account,
Right.
and then you get that page.
Awesome. Nice. Yeah, that's perfect.
So, um, yeah. So some cleanup, but that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Do you feel? Do
Yeah,
you
I feel really
feel
good.
good? Okay.
Yeah. No, I feel very good. Thank you. This is spectacular.
Oh, great! So great to hear. Glad to hear that.
Yeah. You're doing a
Uh,
great job. Really appreciate it.
nice. Well, this has been a fun project. So Yeah, so hopefully this is something we can do more of. I need to put a response to Robert's email. Said he was interested in perhaps talking to us some more.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
And it would be
Uh,
encouraging, you know, I don't know where he is. He said he was still kind of like in the, still a little ways to go, but it sure would be neat if maybe we could figure out how to collect the data for him
right.
so his application could just use a URL to retrieve the file. Like
Right.
we could, in the future, perhaps we could give him find.pansurvival.com / unique person identifier,
Oh,
and that
oh,
would
that's
pull
cool.
down the information that he needed. Or it could be,
Right.
it could be the unique person or the unique trip, and you know, on his end, they would just need to type in, whatever. They would have the PanSurvival number, and that way, if someone is using Robert's app, and they'd say, "Oh yeah, we use PanSurvival," I could say I have a PanSurvival account, I have a PanSurvival ID, and they'd say, "Excellent. Can you read me the number off his badge or
Right.
the card that you saw in the vehicle?" I give them that number. It would go out to PanSurvival and retrieve, I'm assuming it's an XML file to make it um, more interoperable. And he has not defined those standards yet, but that's the only thing that would kind of stand in our way. But that could possibly be useful for him, so he doesn't have to. Um, well, anyways, that it was a good reply. So I guess we didn't totally bomb the first meeting with him.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I felt
Yeah, it
relieved with
wasn't
that.
like, yeah, you didn't blow us off, so that was
Yeah.
good. Well,
So
awesome.
cool. Last thing, if you click reusable,
Yeah.
I'm I'm thinking that I am in love for sure with the analogy of the rescue bottle, but
Yeah,
I'm
I like
starting
it.
to think that this might become more like maybe we
Too con-
should change that metaphor and focus this more on the people instead of
okay.
the. I think that information bottle metaphor is good, but might not. I'm wondering. I've been looking at it too long, but I'm wondering if that's distracting. It makes
Right.
sense to me because it explains emergency access. I don't know if
Right.
that makes sense to you if you don't, if you
It
come
makes
at this
sense to
fresh.
me. I like the model.
You do? Okay.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you thought changing it would be better, I'm open to that.
Well, I'd like to play around with it. Those characters that we made, I was thinking maybe we could just have three buttons or have icons. Um,
Right.
if you are a uh, just kind of following, maybe reinforce expedition team with some of those images.
Gotcha.
Um, Yeah, so I think that is good, and I think it belongs somewhere. I just don't know if it belongs on the front screen because I think before there's a bottle, people need to understand that there's an expedition team, an interested party, and a first responder.
Yeah, totally.
And then once you say whichever role you want to do, I think that's a good visual feedback for you to kind of understand the progression of information. Like you can't get emergency access to information that doesn't exist.
Right. Right.
And how do you get that? You have to have this. You have to have them read you the PanSurvival number. You can type it in. If you're Robert, and the Find app would pull this information from PanSurvival. If you're the interested party, same thing. You can't pass along information that doesn't exist. But if you did, how would you get that? So I was thinking out loud on that one.
Right.
So
No, I hear you.
I don't know how critical this is for your demonstration that you do on Monday, anyways. So how are you feeling in terms of your
Yeah, I
demonstration?
feel great.
Okay.
This is all. Yeah, you like if you didn't change anything, right, like from right now, it would be fine. It would be totally cool.
Oh, nice. Okay. Um,
Yeah, everything works. Everything looks really great, and I feel pretty confident.
do you think that we'll still be able to do this? It feels like there's good momentum. It'd be nice to keep on iterating it. I feel like
Oh yeah.
we've done a lot, but if you go to the mobile, if you make this a little bit smaller, it starts to not be as good. But I think that was good how we started. I mean, it's more Spartan. It's not horrible, I guess.
Right.
but it seems like we could do more on the designs, especially some of the mobile functionality.
Yeah, for sure. Um, let's see. We're gonna be going on a trip for a little while, as kind of like a graduation present to me,
Okay.
which is nice. So after Monday, we'll be gone till around January 10th, I believe.
Okay. Awesome. Well,
And
where are you heading? Sounds fun.
we are going to the Galapagos Islands
Oh, nice.
off the Ecuador. Yeah, so we're gonna. My dad has a boat in Acapulco, Mexico right now, so we're gonna fly to Acapulco, Mexico, and then take the boat for a week-long cruise to the Galapagos Islands. Spend a week there, and then take a week back to get to Costa Rica.
That is sweet. Who's is that your pick, or who did the research on this?
Oh, this is my mom and dad.
Okay.
They're turning to be pretty awesome boaters and everything. So
Awesome.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Well, have fun, well earned. Um, and I'll send you an invite for Sunday. We could just connect then,
Yeah.
and then
That sounds
after
great.
that, you'll be have a great vacation, and we'll connect after the new year.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So, all right, excellent, man. Well, that's all I have. I'll return your time back to you. I feel great that we were able to take care of the embarrassment on the image thing, and then I'm going
Yeah.
to put together a response to Robert's email. I'd started and wanted to finish looking through his things first. But
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I need to take some time to look through everything.
cool. Well, great, Andrew. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. I'll send you. What's a good time? Is this a good time to send out the invite for Sunday? Same
Yeah,
time.
this works.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll let you know if anything changes.
All right. Sounds good. Talk to you later,
All
Andrew.
right.
All right.
Thank you, Tony.
Yep. No problem.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.